Imagine that you are moving to Italy because you want to enjoy the country, you want to live close to the sea, you want to live in a beautiful place, and you will sell, let's say, in Europe. What will happen then? Welcome everyone, I'm Fausto Carnevale, Italian accountant, and in this video we will talk about Italy. More specifically, we will talk about if Italy is a good country, if you have an e-commerce, if you have an online business, if you sell B2C or B2B, as we entrepreneur and business, as we say those terms in business, B2B and B2C. First of all, we need to remind that in Europe, the indirect tax has the famous VAT has a big impact. So apart from the taxes on revenues, apart from the taxes on top of the company or on top of yourself if you're working as a physical person, the first thing that I want to mention in this video is the VAT. In fact, when you move to Italy, you need to apply VAT. Imagine that you are moving to Italy because you want to enjoy the country, you want to live close to the sea, you want to live in a beautiful place, and you will sell, let's say, in Europe. What will happen then? I'm also doing this case today because otherwise the video will last 1 hour, but I'm just supposing these things. Yes, can you apply the impatriate regime? Of course. And I'm not telling you here what are all the advantages, because you can watch it in previous video that we did in the channel. But suppose that you live in the south of Italy and you will sell either in Italy and either abroad, B2B and B2C. If you sell B2C, let's say that you buy some products, you resell them, you need to apply the VAT. In Italy, if you sell to Italy, you need to add the 22% VAT. What if instead you sell abroad? It depends where you sell, but suppose that you want to continue to sell in Europe, so Italy, Europe, B2C, you need to identify yourself, or let's rephrase that, you need to open a VAT number for each country. Now we have other systems to do it faster, like the NOS, but you need to have this, not tricky, but I would say this particular bookkeeping, where you need to pay attention what you will do country by country, especially because with the VAT, I would like to remind you, the government is not joking. So when you need to pay the VAT, when they came after you, you need to pay. So is Italy a good place for the e-commerce? Yes, because you can use the impatriate regime. No, because of the VAT and all these procedures. And also remember that VAT, in my mind, I consider a direct tax. I'm like not, I'm going against all, because in fact you need to add your price at 22%. So let's suppose that you were living in Dubai or in another place with no VAT. When you move to Italy, either you gain less, the 22% less, or you need to add the 22% on top of the price of your product. So in fact you are paying the VAT, we can say. Yes, you can deduct a lot of expenses on the other hand, but please remind that you do not deduct 100% of the VAT. If you buy a car, if you buy a telephone, if you buy a laptop, if you buy a television, if you buy some furniture for your office, let's remind please that you don't get the 100% back in VAT. Another thing in Italy for the VAT is the refund, because when you need to ask the refund, you can do it, unfortunately, only at the end of the year. So when you do the annual VAT return, you can do it. What does it mean? It means that you need to wait to take money back. So is Italy a good place for e-commerce? In my mind, this is and don't forget also, on top of that, electronic invoice, that you are obliged to do the e-invoice each transaction. You can do it yourself, but it takes time, and times equal money. You can hire an accountant, but the accountant will pay 10-15 euro per electronic invoice because he needs or actually do it in the software. Or you can use yourself the software, but you need to do the invoices. So Sometimes people tell us why the cost of the accountant for this type of business is so high, because of the electronic invoice. When it may be instead good to have an e-commerce in Italy, when you, for instance, have only one invoice per month. B2B, in this case, you don't have to pay VAT. This is a case. I'm not saying all the cases today, this is just a case. What instead will happen if you can do from abroad? Of course, like if you go to Portugal, you can use NHR regime. So this is also a good way to do the invoice, and you open a company in a place when you don't have the VAT. I'm not talking about Dubai in this channel. I'm not talking about other jurisdiction. But if you want to do the e-commerce, maybe the good way is also to go in one other country like Dubai. So remember, when you do an online business, the best thing, in my opinion, because I'm also do online business, I sell programs, video courses, consultancy call. The best thing is to simplify the accounting, because it takes time. As one of my mentors said, you need to get at one point a good bookkeeping if you want to sell your business, because they need to see exactly what you are saying, exactly if you earned those money or if you didn't earn the money. If you imagine that you were making 100 grand per year, 100,000 euro, in case you are a small business owner, as I was saying today in a post of another mentor that I follow, when you talk to yourself, you're having a meeting. And the post said, "The guy, do not disturb me. I'm having a meeting with my team." The team is you. You are the business owner. You are the entrepreneur. So pay attention to those things. Taxes is the issue. Actually not. The impatriate regime. Again, I invite you to watch the other videos that we did. But the thing is, don't think only to the revenues taxes. Consider also for 1 second, as I said, to simplify your life, first of all, to simplify the bookkeeping and the VAT. I hope that you like this video, and if you have other questions, you can contact us at info@esentaxa.com. In the description, you will find also the link to book a consultancy call. For instance, you can have a 15-minute call with us, a 30-minute call with us, now it's still available, or 1 hour call if you have a big case to analyze. Moreover, if you don't know yet if you can use impatriate regime, the best way we can help you, and we do it only in this way for now, you can book one call called Impatriate Eligibility Test. In this call, we will see together all the things you need to know before moving to Italy and to make sure that you can apply the impatriate regime. So until next time, Fausto Carnevale, ESENtaxa, enjoy your staying in Europe.